Why do you have difficulty waking up in the morning to go to school? Why can't you concentrate and remember very well? Why do you fall asleep during school? This video will clearly introduce you on teenagers and sleep. According to the American Sleep Disorder Association, the average teenagers need around 9.5 hours of sleep per night, possibly because hormones that are critical to growth and sexual maturation are released mostly during sleep. Yet, studies show that teenagers generally get an average sleep of 7.4 hours a night. This is far less than the average teenagers need. Not getting enough sleep will lead to sleep deprivation. Teenagers and sleep is a serious problem for Koreans. Compared to other countries, teenagers in South Korea lack the amount of time they sleep. Many of teenagers in South Korea stay up until midnight because they have hagwons, homeworks, and schoolwork to do. Also, South Korea has been ranked top 5 on the chart for sleep deprivation. This is one of the partial reasons why the suicide rate is so high in Korea. Therefore, it will have a negative effect on their studies for teenagers and create a lot of stress. Homework, sports, part-time work, and leisure activities can cut down teenagers' sleeping time. Most students who lack sleep are more likely to struggle in school. The effects of sleep deprivation are difficulty waking in the morning, poor decision making, falling asleep during the day, having difficulty remembering or concentrating, waking often and having trouble going back to sleep, moodiness and aggression, and depression. These causes are serious problems and can be a bad influence on your studies. As I have mentioned before, teenagers need more sleep than adults. Currently, 28% of US high school students have reported that they have fallen asleep in school at least once a week due to not getting the recommended 9 hours of sleep per night. Since many students lack the amount of sleep and perform bad on school, there are more than 19 states in America that currently have late starts, which might be as late as 11 a.m. Another 100 school districts in 17 more states are considering to do the same. Some critics wonder if these changes discourage discipline and responsibility among teens. Regardless, it is hoped that with these changes, more students won't miss out the morning classes and that those who are in attendance will be more attentive and will perform better. On average, how many hours of sleep do you get?
I get about 5 hours of sleep every night because I'm a pretty busy junior and I'm often overloaded with work. But sometimes if I get tired during the day after coming back from school, I get about 1 to 2 hours of nap time. But on the weekends, I get a lot of sleep, about 10 hours.
How do you feel if you get about 5 hours of sleep per night?
It's really hard to wake up in the beginning with just 5 hours of sleep. So I also sleep in the bus when I get to school. But when I get to school in the morning, it's usually very tired, and I try to wake myself up by drinking coffee or having some caffeine. But it gets much better by the afternoon.
They want to go to bed late and sleep late the following morning, which is usually hard to manage. You may be able to adjust your body clock, but it takes time. So the solutions are establish a bedtime routine, taking a hot bath or quiet activity beforehand, cut down your caffeine consumption, daily exercise, make sure that this is at least 2 hours before bedtime. Avoid loud music, homework, computer games, or any other activities before bedtime. Keep your room dark at night. Try to avoid watching television right before bed. Avoid staying up late on weekends. These changes will make you at least sleep for 9.5 hours a day and be successful in your school hours.